What's up, you guys? My name is Josh, and this is my very first video for 2020. I hope you guys have a fantastic new year. And all right, let's get down to business. So, as some of you guys know, in my last video, I talked about my opinions on Playmates Toys owning the rights to make Godzilla toys, and I talked about how some of the pictures were leaked online and people were saying got released at Walmart already and stuff like that. And of course, there was not a very good reception. A lot of people were like, oh, these toys look awful and stuff like that. And in my last video, I discussed on how, we should at least give it a try to see if they're really that bad. Because, looking at some of them, I don't think they look awful. I already explained my opinion. I don't think the toys look bad at all, except for Space Godzilla. He does look very questionable. So you see, this video, this is gonna be like a part two to my last video because there is a lot of things that I need to talk about. Like I wanted to, I wasn't even sure if I wanted to save this. I just had to talk about this. And let me tell you, I got so many things to talk about with Playmates and Godzilla. There is no way that I could just fill up this discussion in just one video. So if I'm being honest with you guys, even though this is part two, I might be ending up doing a part three discussing the matters with Playmate Toys owning the rights for Godzilla to make merchandise, because there's a lot of things that I need to discuss here, and I think that they're pretty serious somewhat. So let me get right down to the case. So you see, another picture kind of came up. There were more pictures of Shin Godzilla because some of you guys that don't know, Playmates Toys had already released a couple of figures. They've released Space Godzilla, Shin Godzilla, Destroyer, Kong, and there are rumors that, if you look at the box, some people are saying that Gigan is supposed to get released eventually. And there's more to it. But the discussion that I want to talk about is with Shin Godzilla, because there is I don't know if it's a rumor, but there are some people saying that Playmates Toys actually stole the sculpting for Shin Godzilla to make this toy. And according to some people, they say that NECA actually knows about this. Now, for those of you, not sure about what NECA is a company that creates toys more for collectors. And the thing with NECA, they have done Godzilla figures. As you can see at the back, behind me, I have a couple of Godzillas right there on my second row. I actually did end up buying another one during the holidays with my Christmas money and all. But of course, NECA, they've done their fair share of Godzilla figures. I won't name all of them because they made a lot. But they have done a Shin Godzilla in the past. They've also done an atomic blast version or whatever it was called. And what people are saying is that if you look at the sculpting, if you look at how the toy looks, Playmates version, if you look at how that looks compared to how the NECA one looks, a lot of people are saying that Playmates kind of like stole the sculpt. I think it has to be somebody on Reddit. I'm pretty sure somebody on Reddit must have said that. And some people kind of started to speculate that they think that it's actually true because apparently NECA knows about this. And of course, obviously, because of that, now people are giving, now they're having like a new reason to kind of hate on Playmates Toys. Because if I'm being very honest with you guys, I don't think I'm going to win this discussion. I've talked to you guys about how I want to give them a try, because I don't think they're complete garbage. I actually think that they're trying to make something with their toys. Playmates, they're not an awful company. The reason why they do what they do is because their toys are marketed for children. They're not for collectors. And you got a lot of people getting upset. And I'm like, okay, first of all, if I'm being honest, I've seen some worse Godzilla toys in the past, if I'm being honest. Like, come on, man. They are nothing compared to the ones back in like the early and late 90s. No offense to anyone that likes those. That's just my opinion. But holy crap, everybody on the internet is hating on these, except for Kong. A lot of people love Kong, but besides that, nobody wants these. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if they're in Walmarts already and nobody buys them and they're on clearance, because technically these toys are supposed to cost like probably like $13, because that's how much a normal like Bandai Godzilla figure will cost. Not the Japanese versions, not the movie monster series version, like the American Bandai figures. Because remember, Bandai America, they make the Bandai Creation figures for the Godzilla toys, and they sell those here in America. While in Japan, they create the movie monster series, which is the exact same thing, but it's for collectors. But what I'm trying to get at is that obviously Playmates, I see what they're trying to do. They're trying to mimic, what Bandai was trying to do. Because obviously Bandai, they're more, I guess, experience. I'm not exactly sure how long Bandai's been around for. I mean, neither does Playmates. Let's just be honest. They both probably been around for a long time. But obviously Bandai has the upper hand. Well, Playmates kind of don't. But in my personal opinion, honestly, do I think Playmates actually did stole the sculpting for the NECA Godzilla figure of Shin? Honestly, I don't know, but a part of me kind of says no. I'm just saying though, how do you steal a sculpting of a figure that's already been made? I don't get it. Like, what's the discussion here? Like, what's, honestly, I don't get it though. Like that, I'm just kind of confused on the situation. I'm just saying though, like, I get it. You want to make the toy kind of different. And remember, Playmate, they try to make it at least compatible, make it nice in a way that kids could like kind of play around with it and do whatever. Because NECA, those are collector's figures, and obviously you can't be playing around with them, throwing them around and stuff like that. But I'm just saying. But the thing with Shin Godzilla, like, they're about accuracy. I get what they're trying to do here. I get it. And I know that Shin Godzilla, he looks kind of like a little funny. But, I don't want to say that they're stealing. I think that's maybe a little bit harsh. But like I say, this is more of a rumor than anything else. So I am not 100% sure if this is true. That's what people are saying online. A couple of YouTubers, I kind of mentioned it already. Like I already talked about in my last video, that one person said that they're stealing from Bandai and NECA, which I thought was a little bit of an exaggeration. But the fact that somebody has said that NECA knows that Playmates was kind of stealing from them, I think that's a little bit kind of off, because wouldn't they kind of do something by now? Like I said, if by any chance, if that is true, then obviously, yes, Playmates, you're kind of a dick for doing that, because, but the reason why I want to give Playmates a break, because they've never done Godzilla toys before. Remember when I mentioned that Kong looks pretty nice? Well, the reason why I mentioned that is because, Playmates, they've done toys about King Kong before in the past. When the remake of King Kong came out in 2005, Playmates had the rights to create toys of that, and people loved those. And they were pretty nice figures. I actually used to have a couple, but I kind of lost them, so I don't really know what I did with it. But obviously, it makes sense that Kong looks more nicer than the Godzillas, because Playmates toys, they've never done Godzilla toys before. They've never done anything like that. So, I get it, Shin Godzilla, he looks, these toys look whack enough, and, like, why put, like, why put some more dirt on it? You know what I'm trying to say? But a point that I want to make with this now, right here, I have the Jakks Pacific Godzilla. Now, I also mentioned that Jakks Pacific last year, they had the right to create toys. And what I want to mention is that, this toy, it's supposed to kind of look like the movie monster version of the 2019 Godzilla, with the exception that this is more for kids play, while the other one is more for collectors to just kind of put it on their shelf, because you see the tail, See, I did a full review of this toy in the past. I did like a 17-minute review, of this figure. But the point that I'm trying to make here is that this toy looks almost identical to the one that Bandai made for the movie Monster series. So I don't think that they're trying to like steal. I think they just want to kind of get an idea because they want to do it as perfect as possible. But long story short, obviously the reception is not good and everybody thinks these toys are crap. But I already expressed my opinion. I don't think they look too bad. You know. Another thing that I would like to mention now, though, it's a little bit not part of the conversation, but I thought I'd just kind of mention it anyway. Now I know that Playmates they've been a little bit rough and all in the past, but like they're not a completely bad company because if I'm being honest, I'm kind of getting sick and tired of people saying that Playmates suck now. If I'm being honest, I'm kind of tired of hearing that. I don't think they don't. It's like it's so like, like you know, Playmates. I get it. All right, they make a couple of bad toys. Okay, come on. Every company has made bad toys once in a while too. I know Playmates. They're not the best company in the world. I get it. I will admit that. But I still want to at least try and give them a chance with this stuff. Because let me tell you, the reception is not good at all. People are hating on these toys. And, it's okay if you have an opinion. It's okay if you don't like them. But I feel like this whole hate with Playmates and them stealing this, it's too much because these toys, they're not even on their website. Go to the Playmates website. They got nothing on there. They don't even fucking update their website. How are we supposed to know anything about these toys? All right, Playmates, they got they're in the rough right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, my God, I feel so bad for this company though. I'm not mad at the people. I'm just saying a couple of bad toys came out and boom, everybody is like, oh, they be stealing. Look at these piece of shit toys. Why does Godzilla have teeth like that? I get it. They look weird, but not everything is perfect. You know what I'm saying? We have to kind of understand that a little bit. Playmates has a very different direction with this type of stuff, and it can't be helped. We don't got control over it. And for people that are saying that Playmates used to be good, here's the thing though. Maybe like, you ever heard of that old saying, under new management, maybe that, maybe whoever's in charge has, isn't really fully experienced with Godzilla or stuff like that. So who knows? Maybe that's the case. I don't know. Everything is so combusted with all this. So, like I say though, if it is true that they did stole the sculpting from NECA, then yeah, that is kind of, that's not really a good thing, obviously. But, right as of now, I don't want to believe that. Listen, they're not high quality toys, but I still want to kind of give it a chance. I know that sounds stupid, but I'm here to make a promise that if I'm able to kind of find these toys, if I could find at least Shin Godzilla, like if I could find Destroy, if I could find whoever, then hopefully I will be able to kind of review them, do like a nice full on review, and I'll make it nice and long and everything like that, just to kind of get more deeper into these toys to see if they are truly crap or not. Because honestly, I think this is a little bit ridiculous, just a little bit. It's okay to have an opinion if you don't like them or not, but I want to see them in person. I want to feel them in my hands. I want to see how they look compared to the Bandai figures. I like, to look at things, directly. I don't want to go straight to the opinion and be like they suck ass. No. I make up that decision once I actually see how they are and what they actually look like. So that is going to be my plans for the future. Now, like I say, there's a lot more that I want to talk about with these toys, but I don't really, I don't got like I don't got the breath. I can't even talk. I am sorry. It's been a long day at school, so I'm like um kind of out of breath here. So like, like I say, I'm gonna be doing a part 3 about this discussion on my opinions on the Playmates and Godzilla figures. I can already see it right now in the live chat. I'm getting like a little bit of a different reception. I'm getting mixed, but that is going to be my plan as of now. If I could get my hands on one of them, I will review them. And I will continue to talk about my discussion. I'm going to make a part 3 of this video. I don't know when I'll make it. I might make it I won't do a video during the weekend, but I will make a video sometime next week. Maybe Monday, probably Tuesday, Wednesday. I am not too sure as of now. But I am going to continue this discussion. All right, so I guess that kind of ends it here. Besides Godzilla, I do plan to review some Ultraman toys. I'm going to do that. I got some other stuff planned. And I guess that is it for today. All right. I got a pretty interesting live stream. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.